So I guess let's dive right in. First up is Kadence Morrell.
Well, volunteers spent the day searching for a missing teen in Norfolk. Investigators with the FBI and Norfolk police are searching for 15-year-old Kadence Morrell. No one has seen her since last week. Alex Littlehill spoke with her family.
Days have now turned into one full week.
Everybody's looking for her. All of her friends are looking for her. All of her families are out here looking. Everybody's looking for her.
A week since Jeffrey Koenig last saw his stepsister, Kadence Morrell.
Kadence is not the type of person to just go and leave, and she has never had left before without telling anybody.
Investigators say Morrell disappeared exactly 1 week ago on August 3rd. Norfolk police officers and now the FBI continue to search for the 15-year-old girl. While that happens, a new community-led effort begins.
When you're a parent, nobody wants their child to be missing.
Amber Davis is one of several volunteers who braved the heat Wednesday, doing their part to help Koenig reconnect with his family.
Try to get it seen, hand some flyers out, let the neighborhood people know that somebody is missing.
Myself, I've been just trying to do everything I can and just hoping that maybe one of my posts or something will help.
In Norfolk, Alex Littlehill for 13 News Now.
All right, take a good look here. This is a picture of Kadence one more time. If you see her or if you know where she is, call 911.
Remember what it was like your first day of school, making that jump from...
So we're looking at a week that Kadence has been missing. Let's see what else we can pull up on Kadence. I'm just kind of hanging out, taking my time tonight. So we just heard the stepfather says.
I've been out here for hours speaking with family, residents, and search groups. And as you can imagine, they are worried. At almost every corner, there's flyers put up to help find 15-year-old Kadence Morrell to help bring her back home.
Just want her back.
It's been a week since Kadence's stepfather has seen his 15-year-old daughter.
That's my daughter, Granted, it is my stepdaughter, but I've been here with her since she was 3 years old. I love her just as much as I love my own son.
The family's road unraveling in just a blink of an eye. Police say Kadence was last seen in the 3100th block of Norway Place.
Kadence is a very private person. She stayed up in her room a lot.
Kadence enjoyed anime and loved playing video games in her room. But the Morrell family tells me that was the last time they saw her.
Fortunately, it was Sunday night when we realized she was missing, or when we all ran up to her room and pretty much broke the door down because it was locked on the inside.
With his daughter close to his heart, the community wants the Morrell family to know they are not in this alone.
Somebody's had to have seen her. Somebody had to have seen this girl.
Volunteers like Nancy Strickland, the vice president of members of United We Stand Hampton Roads, are looking for any clues or evidence that could lead to where Kadence is.
I'm going to work my way from Norfolk, Chesapeake, Virginia Beach, Hampton. I'm going to hit everywhere I can hit. I'm going to put her out there.
Yesterday, when the detectives came to the door, I thought that was rather startling because I've never seen that before. Longtime residents like Deborah Anthony says although she doesn't know Kadence personally, she would always see her walking in the neighborhood. But tonight, she's leaning on her faith.
We're going to be bringing this to the Lord. Because that's what we need right now.
Those prayers, keeping the family from crumbling.
I have to think she's safe and she's going to come home. I don't know what I would do if she didn't.
Now, here's a description of Kadence. She is 5'7" and weighs 110 pounds. She was last seen wearing red and black plaid pajama pants and a black hoodie. Anyone who may have seen her or have any information is asked to call 911. For now, in Norfolk, I'm Kelsey Jones, News 3.
A 15-year-old Norfolk Perfect girl is still missing. This is Kadence Morrell. She was last seen on Norway Place right off of Lafayette Boulevard. And here's some things to look out for. Kadence is 5'7". She weighs about 100 pounds, and she was last seen wearing red and black plaid pajama pants. It's now been over a week since her family last saw her, and these flyers are posted all throughout this area of Norfolk. If you recognize Kadence, please call the Norfolk Police Department. We also have an interview with Kadence's stepfather, as well as more information about this ongoing search at our website right now.
That's what I want to see. I want to see the stepfather's full interview.
News 3 Sports
Like
with Mark Davis.
We're not going to see that. I find it odd that her room door was locked from the inside. And it seems like it took them a few days to realize she hasn't been out of the room. Let me play that again. Because it really seems like that's what I heard.
I've been out here for hours speaking with family, residents, and search groups. And as you can imagine, they are worried. At almost every corner, there's flyers put up to help find 15-year-old Kadence Morrell to help bring her back home.
Just want her back.
It's been a week since Kadence's stepfather has seen his 15-year-old daughter.
That's my daughter, you know. Granted, it is my stepdaughter, but I've been here with her since she was 3 years old. You know, I love her just as much as I love my own son.
The family's world unraveling in just a blink of an eye. Police say Kadence was last seen in the 3100th block of Norway Place.
I know Kadence is a very private person. She stayed up in her room a lot.
Kadence enjoyed anime and loved playing video games in her room. But the Morrell family tells me that was the last time they saw her.
Fortunately, it was Sunday night when we realized she was missing. Or when we all ran up to her room and pretty much broke the door down because it was locked on the inside.
With his daughter.
Or when we all ran up to her room and pretty much, fortunately, it was Sunday night when we realized she was missing. Or when we all ran up to her room and pretty much broke the door down because it was locked on the inside.
With his daughter close to his heart, the community wants them.
So they really have no clue how long she's been gone. That's what I'm getting out of this. Sunday they went up there and broke the door down because it was locked from the inside. You don't just kick a door down because you don't get an answer from your kid who's probably gaming with a headset on. So they must have noticed that they hadn't seen her in days. I don't know. That's so odd. I can't imagine living in the house with someone and not seeing them for days at a time. I mean, not even seeing them go to the bathroom or go to the kitchen and just not thinking anything of me not seeing them for days. I've lived in roommate situations. I've lived with family. I've always had my kids in the house with me. And so it doesn't matter how much you lock yourself in your room, someone's going to see you or at least hear you moving around the house for something. They have no clue how long she's been gone. That's what I thought I heard. Let me hear it one more time.
Video games in her room, but the Morrell family tells me that was the last time they saw her.
Fortunately, it was Sunday night when we realized she was missing. Or when we all ran up to her room and pretty much broke the door down because it was locked on the inside.
With his daughter close to his heart, the community wants the Morrell family to know they are not in this alone.
I wonder what would make her leave. Maybe she had been talking to somebody on a game and decided to meet in real life. I'm going to keep an eye on this story. Now everybody's talking about the Kiely Rodni case. I found something really weird about that, and I'm not going to play this other creator's content because I don't know if it's okay. It Mel played it on his channel, but I'm not sure how he feels about other people playing his material. But All American Dream Chaser had an interview with Kiely Rodni's friend Sammy S. And Sammy said and did some odd things in there. If you want to go watch the video yourself, I'll link it in the description after this is over. But Sammy is telling the story about what happened, and at the 11-minute and about 4-second mark, she does this weird trail off where she was saying, "We all did something, da 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 da, so that we could." She just kind of trails off like that, and I'm like, that's odd. So that you could what? Complete the thought, please. Let me into your mind. What are you saying? And then again, at about 16:26, it seems like she's about to tell an important part of the story, and she trails off like that again. And I'm not saying anything about the friend. I'm not saying she's suspect or not suspect. It's just something that I noticed, that it seems like when she's about to tell a key element of the story, she kind of trails off as if she just got befuddled and or went down a tangent or something. The other thing is that at about the 17:47 mark, All American Dream Chaser asks Sammy if Kiely's ex-boyfriend was there. Sammy says that there was no ex-boyfriend there. She even goes on to give a detailed account of how Kiely doesn't have a boyfriend currently, that she's rocking the single life, I think was her exact words. She's just kind of doing her own thing and hanging loose and free. But check this out. Let me pull this up for you. Check this out. Oh, here we go. What happened? There we go. Let's reload it. Boyfriend of missing teen Kiely Rodni recalls his final words to her: "Be safe, don't do anything stupid." Her boyfriend. Oh, I saw the video. But there's a video of a young man who says that he is Kiely's boyfriend. So does she have a boyfriend or does she not have a boyfriend? If Sammy is telling the truth and she doesn't have a boyfriend, why is this guy stepping out and trying to say that he is her boyfriend? Or if he's telling the truth and he is her boyfriend, how could Sammy, who's supposed to be her very close friend, think that she's single and doesn't have a boyfriend? I mean, they can't both be true. I think there's a whole lot more to Kiely's story than what people are telling. And I think that when they get to the truth of this, people are going to be shocked. This kind of has a whole Kanika Jones kind of feel to it. So I'm also not going to play this creator's video, but soon we will have the sisters of Jadakiss McNeil back on the panel. There's another creator who did a video about Jadakiss, did not do any research, was extremely wrong on even very basic facts about the case, and the sisters are not happy. The way that it was presented, it questioned the family, even to questioning what the father might have to do with it. And her dad died about 6 years before she disappeared. So this person did zero research and just kind of covered Jada's case in a really scandalous way. So the sisters have gotten in touch with me and they want to speak on that video. If you want to check out the video for yourself, the channel is J Chesson, Jchesson. And there is so much misinformation in that video. Harmony Montgomery. We all heard the news today, but I'm going to be honest with you. When the case first came out and they said that she had been missing for X amount of time, I had no expectation that it would be anything other than a homicide investigation. And I feel really confident that there are a lot more people in the community who felt that way, but I know we don't always want to give voice to that. We want to hope for the best. We want to hope against hope, but I am not at all surprised at today's news in the press conference. The only thing that did surprise me is that they haven't found her. I was expecting that they would have been announcing that they had found her, or at least they found partial remains. I'm anxious to see the details in that case and to know exactly what played out. Just because I think Harmony's story really, really needs to be told. So I am going to follow up on Kiely and Kadence. I've been kind of following those cases anyway as they've been progressing. And I'll probably give some more coverage on that here soon. We're gonna do some missing flyers, and then I am going to get out of here because I'm extremely tired. I had a very long day today with orthopedics, and I'm extremely exhausted. Now I think they took Kylie's. Not Kylie's. They did. They had Kadence here in the Have You Seen Me section, but they took her off, and I'm not understanding why. I do want to look and see if her poster is still listed here. Yeah, she's still listed. Oh, that's interesting. 2 different missing dates. Let's see. Let's check this out. This one is from the 4th, August 4th. And excuse me, I told y'all I'm really tired. Go back. And then there's this one, which is from the 3rd. Either way, I hope and pray that they find this girl. She is just too young to be out there like that. But like the circumstances of her disappearance are just, I don't know. That doesn't sit right with me. So We're going to do some missing posters. There's not going to be 5 missing posters posted tomorrow either because I'm exhausted. And I had been trying to do them in batches of 2 days at a time so that I was always ahead. But I guess I missed a day, which kind of makes sense because all day Wednesday, I thought it was Thursday. I spent the whole entire day thinking it was Thursday. Okay, so missing posters. Three, 4, 5. Okay, we've got excuse me. Holden Duprock. Missing since August 10th from Newport News, Virginia. 16-year-old white male with brown hair and blue eyes, standing 5'6" at 125 pounds. He was last seen on August 10th and with braces on his teeth. If you have any information, please call 911 or call the Newport News Police Department at 757-247-2500. That's 757-247-2500. Oh, no. I just messed up. Okay, next we have Dallas Adams, missing also since the 10th from Newport News. Okay, let's not get some Bakersfield vibes going in here. Age 15, white male with brown hair and green eyes, standing 5'8" at 160 pounds. Last seen on August 10th and has ear-length shaggy hair. If you have seen him or know anything about his disappearance, please call 911 or the Newport News Police Department at 757-247-2500. Next, we have Alana Bishop, missing as of August 10th from Virginia Beach, Virginia, that same area. She's 14-year-old white female with red hair and brown eyes, standing 5'1", 80 pounds. Alana was last seen wearing a black jacket, black pants, and pink Crocs. She was last seen leaving in a blue hatchback vehicle with an unknown driver. If anyone has any information, please call 911 or the Virginia Beach Police Department at 757-385-5000. Okay. That's Alana Bishop. Deanna Jones, a 17-year-old black female with black hair and brown eyes, standing 5'6" at 190 pounds, missing since August the 10th from Norfolk, Virginia. She was last seen wearing a brown coat and black pants. If you have any information about Deanna Jones, please call the Norfolk Police Department at 757-664-7000 or dial 911. This is 12-year-old Amaya Bakiva, missing from August 10th of this year from Baltimore City, Maryland. Her birth date is January 23rd, 2010. She was a 12-year-old black female with black hair and brown eyes, standing 5 feet tall, weighing 140 pounds. The juvenile is missing from the Southern District of Baltimore City, Maryland. And if you have any information about her disappearance or her whereabouts, please call the Baltimore City Police Department at 410-396-2525 or 443-984-7385. You can also dial 911. This is 12-year-old Amaya McKeever or McIver. I would say it is extra urgent to find her just because of her age. She is pretty young to be missing. I think I want to start doing like some deep dives on some of these missing posters instead of just posting them on the wall. Deep diving them to see what other kind of information we can get. I started posting them just because I wanted to start getting faces out there as much as possible. Um, because there are so many kids missing. 5 a day really doesn't even put a dent in it. If I posted 20 a day, I would barely be scratching the surface. So I think I want to keep doing the 5 a day, and then, but also doing like a deep dive into them to get a little more information, see what we can dig up on them. Well, thanks for hanging in there with me tonight. I'm gonna go get some much needed rest. I am so worn out. I love you all. Thank you for hanging in there with me, and I will see you again soon.